What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. We're on a new project today, day one. That last project felt like we were there for an eternity, but it turned out amazing. I will be getting some finished shots of that soon, so stay tuned for that. But we got a lot going on here. This is gonna be a really cool build. Check out the rendering. So I'm gonna walk you through how we're gonna plan this out efficiently and get this thing going seamlessly as possible with all these different things going on. So make sure you hit subscribe. Stay tuned.
Whoa.
A lot of the most important work in getting this done efficiently has actually already been done. We have all of our lumber staged here. We have our decking staged over there. We have another deck over here, so we have more decking over there. We've also got the helical piles already installed. I've got all the elevations already figured out, so this is gonna go pretty quick. And a lot of that was done beforehand. That's kind of the most important part. We're gonna start by framing up this deck first. We're gonna get the ledger board attached, get our beam built, and this should go up pretty quick. Now let me show you what we did to plan this out so that everybody's on the same page. Here's our master plan packet. Here's the rendering so everybody knows what the project is gonna look like at the end. We start off here with all of our elevations. So we have a big patio going on. So here we've marked out our bottom of excavation, and we know that that's minus 51.5 off of the threshold of the door. We also have our top of base, top of screed, and our finished grade here. So that's marked out for all our different locations around the whole project. And we've also got figured out footings on this deck, minus 37. On this deck, which is freestanding right over there, our footings are at minus 51.5. So
this thing will really blow your hair back.
When you're working with one of these bad boys, make sure to wear your safety goggles. These are FDA approved for maximum cool, bro. Anyway.
As you can see, when we got this thing planned out, it took us just a couple hours here, and we got this whole thing in there looking beautiful. Scooter's working on some blocking there. We got a lot of crazy stuff going on in the middle here, so we're gonna wait on that because we got another deck here. Ant's working on this as we speak. We got just a 16 by 16 here, pretty simple. And you can see we have all of it marked out for our joist locations already, so that'll go up in no time. Pop some blocking in there. Everything will be good to go. We're also getting all of the grass out of here because this is all gonna be patio space. So we have stone coming tomorrow so we can start preparing our base because we have a lot of pavers going on here. Everything's humming along very beautifully for day one, and we still got about 2 hours left. So let's see how much we can get done.
Why isn't a green pepper good at archery?
I don't know, why, Ant?
Because he doesn't habanero.
Oh, God. We got our 2 decks framed out. We still got some blocking here. We got a whole lot more inlay blocking here, stairs, but we pretty much smashed it for day one, so we'll see you tomorrow. Well, we're back for day 2 here, and we got a lot of exciting stuff going on. We've got Ant starting on this inlay blocking. We're gonna get into that in a little bit because these flat 2x12s, that's just the beginning. We've got this crazy design going in. Check out the rendering again. You can see it's gonna be pretty crazy. So we've got Scooter over here. He's putting in some blocking on this deck. We've got a lot of that to do. We're also gonna get the stairs in. We're gonna prep the patio, get this base compacted, get our geotextile down, and start getting some of that 3/4 clean stone base in. So we got a lot to do again today. Get back to work. We're just starting out our base here for our patio. And we start with a geotextile fabric. This is a woven geotextile fabric. I've gotten quite a few comments in the past that you're not supposed to use woven, you're supposed to use non-woven. A non-woven geotextile fabric is not gonna provide a whole lot of tensile strength to your base, and that's what we want. If there's small bits of settlement in the subgrade, this will be able to bridge over it and provide some extra strength. A lot of people think that this geotextile, woven geotextile, is not permeable, but that is not true. Once you put your base on it, it's gonna open up the holes in the weave and it's gonna be permeable. So that's something Deckorators shows at their showcase, which is really cool. If you get a piece of geotextile, it's gonna hold water, put some stone in there, it's gonna open it up and it's gonna be able to drain. So this is the best thing to use over top of your subgrade. We'll also be adding some geogrid in our base to make sure that it's super strong. This is how I always like to install my stringers. Ant likes to like lay on the ground. I'm like, no, Ant, don't do that. Don't do that.
Work smarter, not harder.
Actually, we always do it on the ground. And Ant's got this setup going on. Every time I've been building stairs and he's watching or said anything like, hey, do that. I've never seen anybody do this, but I mean, freaking great way to do it.
Make a nice product.
There you go. Stairs are going in here, and you can see what we do to set these is we get a 6x6 and we notch that so that the front of our stairs is sitting right on top of this. These are set in concrete, and our base is gonna go about, say somewhere around here. Pavers will go right up against this. We've got our first elevation here, which we have compacted, and now right in the middle of the base is gonna go this geogrid. This is gonna lock the layers of stone together, and it's really something that a lot of people don't do, but I think it's just easy enough to do, and it's gonna strengthen the base a whole lot, which is the most important part, so we're doing it here. All right, so we're finally on to some of the really cool stuff here, this inlay detail, and this is pretty much all planned out beforehand, but let me walk you through what we got going on. Check out the rendering again. All right, so you see how complicated that looks. Figured it out based on 8 deck boards. 8 deck boards with a 3/16 gap is gonna be 45.5 inches. So we basically have this gridded out into 45.5 by 45.5 inch squares. And then I can mark all of those points on our 2 ends. And that gives us our crosshatch pattern. So we've got lines on both sides that are 45.5 inches out. Going this way, I marked 45.5 inch increments, and then that is gonna give us all of our corner points, our vertices, if you will, of where we're gonna snap our line. That's gonna create our grid, and then we're gonna cut out those joists, lay a 2x8 on the flat. It's all gonna get flashing tape, but that's gonna give us plenty of room for our inlay and all the intersecting field boards that hit that. So we'll see once we start laying deck boards if this actually works out, but I think it's going to, because we learned so much on the last one. Pat, what do you think? In no time at all, we got this whole deck. All the field boards are down. I can't believe it's only day 3 still. Let's check back in with it.
Just framing.
You can always tell at the framing stage if certain things are working out, you know you're on the right track. And we had our center line marked here. And when we went from these marks to those marks, we landed right in the center. That's good.
Very good. See? A mark.
And that's where they intersect. That's good. And show the people how you're getting these pieces in here nice and easy. I don't want to say nice and easy, but you know what I mean.
I mean, it's actually pretty easy. It's at working out. Everything's a 45 degree.
That's good.
So I've been cutting 45 degrees and measuring long to long. But sometimes I'll just flip it over and just trace it to make a clean cut.
Boom.
I like to look nice. Sometimes framing can look nice too.
Framing doesn't get enough love.
Right?
I love it.
Tight framing.
Woo! What's that, Ant?
The last piece.
Woo!
A lot of work.
See how she... Oh! I feel kind of bad. I marked this out and then we snapped the lines and then I just kind of walked away. So tomorrow we'll just have to do a little bit of back framing here, couple spots. Most of this is all pretty good, but a couple spots, let's see, right here. We need some blocking underneath this to support the end of this board. Same thing there. Just a couple spots, so we'll do that in the morning, and then we're gonna have some ice and water shield all over this whole inlay, just to make sure everything stays nice and dry. Damn, we got a lot done. This deck's done. Well, field boards are down. We spread almost 50 tons of stone in the last 3 days, so the dingo's been busy. It's looking amazing. I can't believe how much we've got done. That's all because of the planning that we put into this, having our elevations figured out, having the right materials here, having them staged in the right spot, having the right team. Anyway, that is it for vlog number 1 on this project. Hope you're enjoying it because this is gonna be a project for the ages. I know I say that all the time, but this one is gonna be really sweet. So make sure you hit subscribe, stay tuned, and until next time, this is Premier Outdoor Living.